mother. Also, she has been a good mother to youth and everyone. And we're happy to have you here, man. So let me use this opportunity to hand over the mic to the speaker. And the topic for tonight's webinar will be is on academics and technology. So, and I know that our speaker is here to give justice to this wonderful topic. So, I want to welcome our speaker, Mrs. Sola Adeola Sogebra. Thank you, ma. You are welcome.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I believe you can hear me very well. My name is Sola Adeola Amudipe. Actually, you see, Sogebra is a nickname that I coined out of the classroom. My name is Sola plus Algebra. It's a maths name, right? So, no, it's okay. It's fine. A lot of people, because I push forward Sogebra more. Okay, so I am doing something at the moment. I'm going to share a YouTube link. I'm the one that insisted that we use Zoom because we are talking about technology. We are talking about students in today's school, not our parents. So we don't, WhatsApp things are not supposed to be what we will be looking out for. Okay. So I am streaming on YouTube like right now. I'm sending the link, but unfortunately, if I had known this before now, probably I would have asked for your Union YouTube and all that, but I can't do that setting now. So the link is in the chat box. You can copy it to those that probably will be having challenge in joining. They can also view directly here, and I am going to start recording. So after this meeting again, you are going to have the recordings of the meeting, right? You have it. Okay, so I have started recording. Okay, they can also join us by watching on YouTube, leaving their comments, or coming back to your group chat and dropping their comments there. I feel that will solve this problem a bit. Does that make sense, everybody? Does it make sense? Hello, does it make sense? Thank God we are not many. I'll be calling people's names. Am I talking to myself, or are you people hearing me?
No, you can hear you, ma. You can hear you, ma. It makes sense, ma.
Okay.
You can hear you, ma.
Okay, thank you very much. I will thank you. So, I'm going to be sharing the screen like right now, right? Because I've come prepared. Please kindly mute your mic. Probably you are in a place that is noisy. There's no point you unmuting.
Let me see. Mute your mic. Comrade Mayor, mute your mic.
Okay, so I want to share my screen. Can you see my screen? I think you can see my screen, right? I believe you can see my screen.
You can
yes,
see it,
ma.
ma.
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to start the presentation. All right. Formally, I am going to greet you again. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sola Adeola Amudipe. Odusanya, let me say that, Odusanya, so you know that I'm not a stranger to you guys. If you are from Imota, because this is Imota Student Union, you know that I am your sister, I am your relative, I am your person. I'm not an outside, I'm not a stranger to you. So let's drop some formality and let's have conversation as brothers and sisters should. Okay, so I was given the topic. I've been doing a lot of work. The way the topic was, it was too formal for me, which I did not want to have. So I changed the dimension, but we are still going to hit the point at the end of the day. So we'll start by talking about academic relationships and the use of technology for undergraduate. So we'll be looking at strategies for success and well-being, how to maintain a healthy balance in university life. Know that it is really important for those of us out of school already that have you guys in school. It is really important that you guys succeed, because what's the point when you go to school? I know what your parents, some of you, if we begin to trace it now, you will realize that I'm related to, because there's a way this immortal is connected. Before you know it, you are related. So you will not go to school and go and waste my brother, or I mean my daddy's and my mommy's money. Apart from their own money, we are looking for a community. We are looking towards having a community where the people there are really exceptional people. Okay, so we'll be talking more of all of these things tonight. And in today's fast-paced world, you know that the world is not the same. Immediately after COVID, they said COVID-19. COVID extended it came to Nigeria really, I think in 2020, but COVID-19, coronavirus. Immediately after that, we have a new world. Everything has changed. Everything. So we cannot continue to live life as if we are living in 2019 downwards. We're in 2020. And every year things keep changing. It doesn't remain the same. So our goal tonight, right, is to explore effective study techniques, discuss the importance of healthy relationship, and learn how to leverage technology to enhance your own academic experience. There's no way we will remove technology from anything that we do. It's just like you're talking about water. You say water is life. People will tell you that data is life. Why are they saying data is life? Is it not to connect to still use technology? Because you use data. Data is a resource that you need to drive or to make use of these devices or whatever tools that you have. So in your relationship, technology is important. In your academics, technology is important. In your professional life, have you ever thought about it that school what am I going to do with it at the end of the day? Because you will not remain a student forever. If you are studying accounting in school, you are studying accounting in school to graduate from school to become an accountant. And I will tell you for free that undergraduates are taking the bull by its own these days. They are making waves even from school. You see your mates. They're organizing conferences, organizing workshops. They're even already collaborating with people in the field, in the marketplace already. They are being intentional. They are not doing oversabi. They are making ways for themselves. They are building their own profile already so that it will be very easy for them to land. Because if you look at it, I'm more in your low lossy school and they are looking for a job or looking for a job. They'll be there before you know it. They'll say you've been out of school for 2 to 5 years and you've not been working. We cannot employ you. You're already outdated. You don't know that that's what's going to happen. But you see the people that are volunteering, the people that are being intentional from the school, they are building a profile. By the time you see their CV, even if they have not worked somewhere, they already have things that they are doing that people will want to identify with. Nobody wants to identify with something that is not making sense. Okay? Now, let's start by let's discuss academic success first. So it is very important for us to set clear academic goals. It's essential. Even if you know how to use technology very well, if you don't have academic goals set, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game. It is very essential. You know, some of these things that you have now, the access you have, the exposure you have now, some of us do not, in fact, most of us in that, let me say from 2019 downward, we didn't get this kind of opportunity. Imagine we're having this kind of conversation. We never had it. Because the people that will even give my own set this kind of advice or talk, they are not exposed to this kind of things. So now that you are exposed, you are privileged. It is not by mistake. It is intentional. So God has created you in this era, and you have to take good use of the opportunity. You need to define clear, achievable goals to guide your studies. At the end of it all, I have come to school. What have I come to school to do? I want to graduate with first class, with second class. Probably you aim for first class. If you are dropping, you might drop to 2-1. If you aim for 2-2, if you drop probably to third class, you aim for third class, you drop to pass. You have to set it. And when you are setting your goal, it's not just, first class, no, you have to set your goal. When you set your goal, you have to work to make the goal work. If you see the screen, what is on the screen now? You see set goal, make plan, get to work. You set goal, I want to graduate with first class. So the plan is, how do I achieve this? You now write it by attending lectures, by making sure I read for my exams, by joining the group, whatever, collaborating, not far from my lecturers, whatever it is. Those are your plan. Every Monday, I'll read from this time to this time. Then when you have the plan set, then you get to work. Okay, so these goals are the things that will give you direction and motivation. Then again, you need to, what did I write? You need to have effective time management, which is essential. It is essential for you to manage your time very well, because if you don't manage your time very well, like some of us, when you sit down on TikTok like this, you will not know. Those things are distraction. Or you just be scrolling. You see different dance steps. You want to learn, do one. You want to join the trend. You want to do this. Before you know, it's 45 minutes is gone. 1 hour is gone. Meanwhile, you only had 5 minutes or 10 minutes out of your time. So regularly assess your progress and adjust your goal as needed. So you don't know what the challenge that you will still meet in future, right? But because you have goal, you have direction, you are motivated. Okay, so but you can always go back to the drawing board. Possible. You go back and you adjust your goals to meet the present need. Then you use your goals to stay motivated and focused throughout the semester, because you know that you cannot afford to do less. Okay, now I have jumped before. Now the time management, just pardon me. Still under academic success is time management and tips for time management and prioritization. You have to create a daily or weekly schedule to allocate time for classes, study sessions, and assignments. When you sit down on Monday, I have lectures morning to 9 to 1. I have straight lectures. I have break in between. You're the one that know. This is the time I will use to study when I come back. And this is the time I have to use to finish my assignment. Some of us, we go to school. It's guy we are going to school to do. If not, it was school. We'll be going from pillar to post, leaving the most important thing that we've gone to school to do. We need to learn how to prioritize tasks by deadlines and importance. There are so many tools, like this one I've written there now. It might be really difficult, but your Google Calendar, if you're using my Edge, it also have calendar. You know that calendar that you set your maybe birthday every year, it will remind you that it's your birthday. Make use of these things. I don't want to relate with people that if I mention something to you, you will not do research about it. No, I'm talking about Google Calendar now, or Microsoft Calendar. You can even go to YouTube and say, how do I use Google Calendar to as reminder, or even your phone has reminders. You understand? You already know that by 6 p.m. tonight, I need to sit and do my assignment. And other things distract your attention. You know what you then do? You put the reminder so that when your attention is being distracted and it's time, your reminder will remind you. You get to work. You can, like I said, your phone reminder, Google Calendar, Microsoft Calendar, they are there for you. You break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps. If you have, okay, so you have a project that has steps. You want to wait a day that tomorrow I'll do the project, or you have the project, your lecturer is giving you a month. You not do it, you now waited till maybe tomorrow is deadline, you want to do it today. No, that's failure already. You break it down from the very beginning. Maybe you have to create a presentation. Please, if you are speaking, kindly mute your microphone. It's very simple. Mute your microphone. Some people are still talking. Okay, so you break this task so that you'll be able to achieve your desired goal. Still on academic success, developing study habits that work for you. You need to identify your own habits. Your own self. That's the first thing you need to do. As a person, if I'm reading and I really want to learn what I'm reading, do you know that if I've not written it, I'm reading and I'm writing and I'll be setting questions. If you ask me, I might not remember enough. So while I'm reading, I have books. My books are always wasting because I have to write. I know I can't sit down with you and there are two things about me. I have to attend the lecture to understand what the lecturer is saying. That is a problem. The problem is half solved if I attend the lecture. Sorry, my phone is vibrating. The problem is half solved if I attend lecture. So when I sit down to read, I have to write and write and write. I keep writing. After then, I won't forget those things. I've read and I've read. I will not forget them. But if I don't attend lectures, I will start struggling. And to now top it off, if I did not write as I'm reading or set questions to come back to answer, I have just deceived myself. So you also need to understand how it works for you. So like the study techniques that we have here, summarization, you need to learn to summarize, questioning, ask question before. That's what I'm saying. You said the question and then you try to answer those questions. So it helps you to understand the concept really well. Okay, so you can also engage in discussion. Even if you have a group that you can teach, please teach them. When you teach people, it helps you gain mastery of whatever you teach. You are not, by the time you check yourself, you see that you've learned it even better than it was before. So you can also take notes. These are note taking. So you can use tools like OneNote. I think you need to write that down. OneNote. OneNote is a Microsoft tool. You can use tools like Google Docs to take down your OneNote, Google Docs. These are documents that you can even be working live or you be typing. If you had somebody email and you give the permission to the person permission to edit, both of you can be working on it. In fact, more than two people can be working on the particular document at once. Okay, so take note of that OneNote or Google Doc. I want to believe that you know your Google Doc. So you are in the classroom or maybe you are having a conversation or you're reading, you're not with your pen and book, you want to write down questions, you can use all these documents. Okay? I will share this slide with you later on the group. So what are the benefits of group study and collaboration? Like I said, when you study together, you might have opportunity to teach or explain a concept or ask questions. So when you have this conversation, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. So when you have this conversation with people already, it helps you deepen your knowledge and understanding of the concept. And it turns, at the end of the day, it becomes better. Let me just leave all of these things. Like I said, I will share this with you again. Okay, so I want to go to relationship. And when I'm talking about relationship, I'm not talking about the boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. That's not what I'm talking about. Please mute your microphones. Mute your microphones. Let me look at those that are talking so that I will know how to find them. If your mic is not muted, you're a suspect. Oluyemisi, please mute your microphone. Mute your microphone. Ola Oluyemisi, yes, Ola Oluyemisi.
And
I don't know why I'm not even finding. Okay. All right, thank you. I was talking about relationship. So now I'm not talking about relationship of boyfriend and girlfriend that some of us involve ourselves. Let me just bust your bubble. Do you know that all these boyfriend and girlfriend that you're doing now, maybe we might have 1% or 2% of it that will turn out to be, that will get to the point of you guys marrying yourself. The others, you will not see. As a guy, if you are not making it in this time, you are not even breaking. I mean, you are not making it. You're not making sense. When I say making sense in academics, in your professional life, no woman no, apart from woman, even man want to identify with you. If you are in my shoe, do you want to identify with failure? No. And if you're a woman, even guys are giving themselves brain now. They look at you. Who is going to mother my children? So you're the one that wants to be the mother of my own children. I don't have anything else says. You're not creative. You're not innovative. In this regime, a man will go and marry a woman like that. No. And if at the end of the day, we find a man and a woman like that, they marry themselves, the woman will always regret and blame herself. Even the man will be fighting that you are the one that brought bad luck. So there's no big deal in having a relationship, fine, but healthy relationship, because you know that you keep telling yourself, don't fall under pressure. There's nothing there. When I was in school, they used to tell us, thank God I have small stature in school, so that's helped me. My house master will be talking about it that, hey, I will be wondering, what is this man saying? I understand what he's saying now, because there's nothing. A time will come that you also say the same. So I'm not even talking about that kind of relationship. I'm talking about this kind of relationship I have with you. It's a relationship. The kind of relationship you have with yourself as a community, as a union, is a relationship. And it is really important for you to have that social connections for emotional and mental well-being. It is not book alone. Work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So you should have strong relationship that will provide support and help you reduce stress during challenging time, because we also have challenging time. You should try to make sure you have good friends, goal-oriented friends, friends that are focused, those ones that are looking into the future, those ones that want to become somebody, they want to impact the world. You have them in your circle. Those ones that, one or one man, one or one more. So this one is doing well. We know that my circle, we cannot afford to fail. We are not failures, right? So you need that. You need the social interaction in your clique. So you should join clubs, organizations. When I say club, I'm not saying the kind of club that I don't know. You should just know that I'm talking about reasonable club that are good for students. Organization, just like the Mota Student Union, don't just go and sit far off and be looking at what they're doing. Most of them in this union, they're already volunteering. They're already doing community work. They're already impacting. If they package their CV very well later in life and said they are volunteered, they were able to impact this their regime, then you will know that what they are doing now is not play. They are not wasting their time. Okay. Attend campus events and social gathering to broaden your network. Social gathering, be very, very careful. You can attend workshops, conferences, seminars. There are social gatherings too. Be open and approachable. You should show genuine interest in others to build connection, not the kind of relationship, the one I'm talking about that we do up and down. So, and be there. Don't have relationship. Don't say that I'm an introvert. I don't talk to people. I don't go out. You are just joking, because these people will not connect with you. You make time for important relationship, even during busy period, and communicate openly and all of that. Okay, I'm beginning to get closer to where we are going to. Communication skills cannot be overemphasized. It's really important for us in this regime to develop effective communication skills. And what are those things that we need to develop? Active listening. It is important for us to listen actively, right? Practice it. Sometimes when people are talking, you already know, you're already angry. But calm down. Listen. Don't listen to respond. Listen to understand, to hear the person. So you understand what the person is saying before you now say, oh, you will be able to empathize, okay? When you listen, you'll be able to show empathy and be, at the end of the day, you will understand what the person pain. So maybe we are supposed to go to Ikorodu and all of us are already on our way. So somebody's coming late. It's supposed to be annoying now. Kilo day at a good time. And appointment. I'm already angry, but you have to listen. You don't even know whether the person wanted to say that, one chance in talk back phone me. You wouldn't even know if you don't listen. So you need to listen. When you listen, you show understanding and compassion so that you look at things from different perspectives, not just your perspective. Then you should show assertiveness. You express your thoughts and feelings confidently and respectfully without feeling intimidated. Okay. You should also learn to manage conflict and misunderstanding. So I'm beginning to go towards technology. When we look at technology, it's a whole lot in the academics, right? It's a whole lot. But I will come from the angle of your social media that you're using. Communication, you have to communicate when you're chatting on your group, for example. You have to communicate. This thing that we are doing is communication. Please, if you have any question, drop it in the chat box. You have to learn how to communicate. So you have when you communicate, you know that there are trolls online. Even when two people, so you know that there are conflicts everywhere. It's even terrible online. It's terrible online. So you need to learn how to manage conflict and misunderstanding. You need to practice clear and direct communication to prevent misunderstanding and use I to express your feelings without blaming other people, even online. That's why you see if somebody will post something, people will go there and start insulting the person. No, you can still express your opinion without insulting any other person. All right, so your communication skill, it will help you in networking. And when you network, learn how to network, it will help you build your professional connection. Because at the end of it all, my brothers and sisters, you're not staying in LASU or Unilag or SU or wherever you are forever. No, you're going to leave the school. You're going to go into the market and labor market that you need your professionalism. So it is the communication skill that you've learned here. Learned before you enter the labor market that will help you build correct network, which will in turn build your professional connections. Then attend career fairs, industry events to meet potential employers. You begin to meet with people. So when you attend these conferences, you also talk. Maybe they're asking for people to contribute. There's a group, they are sharing you people in groups, or whoever is sitting beside you, you network because you don't know. Probably the person sitting beside you is the CEO of, you don't know, is the executive director or is the PA too. You don't know. You never can say. So you learn how to talk, you learn how to network. It might be your own passport. Then maintain a professional online presence on platforms like LinkedIn. So here we come. If you are not on LinkedIn, you're not doing the right thing. LinkedIn. If you're not on it, you're not doing the right thing. The last time, I think it was last week, I spoke with a group of people, yes, again from Imota. Maybe you're also part of them, I don't know. If you are not building your professional portfolio on LinkedIn, you are far, far from living in the world that you are thinking, that you have in your head. It doesn't matter. You might see some other people's profile that is really, really massive. Don't worry. They build it. Start from where you are. You will not be where you are forever. Next year, by the time, if you start today, if you can do a screenshot of your profile and you're consistent, by this time next year, you go back and snap your profile and check it put them side by side. You see that you have improved. Now, you go back again 2026, you keep building it. It is intentional. You are in the school. You are attending workshop. You're talking about what you've learned on it. You're attending conferences. You're talking about what you've learned from it. You're in your school, they have organized a skill, whatever, art skill workshop or soft skill workshop. You're attending it. You understand what they're saying. You are sharing nuggets from this thing. All of these things will make people know that you are ready for the labor market. They're just waiting for you to leave the school. And you're building that your professional portfolio online. If you go online, if the only thing you do on Facebook and TikTok is you dance to the trend, you're not doing anything for yourself. You're just a joker. You're just a joker because if you want to join any organization, correct organization now, and you meet with people there, they might not tell you. These people will go and check you out. They'll put your name on Google. and Google will bring you out your information. And if you think that you have that Snapchat, some of you have this for your eyes only, or what they call it, you begin to post things that you're not supposed to post. When it matters the most, I pray that you will not be in trouble, because it's your digital footprint and there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot go and, a book, or if you have written with pencil, you can clean it, or you can tear that place away, you go and burn the paper and rewrite. You cannot rewrite this thing, because the dates, this thing that we are posting, I've shared the link to the YouTube. I cannot go there tomorrow and change the date. It's not possible. It's a digital footprint and it's already there. Even till forever, it will be there like that. The date, the time, and everything will be there. So whatever it is that you can do to build a very fantastic presence on LinkedIn, I would advise that you do it. I mean, if you have been dancing, you can still do something about it. Probably on TikTok, you can go and delete. But some people have already downloaded your video. But it does not matter. You have to be intentional about what you do. You want to be a doctor, you can be talking about these things already. The more you talk about it, the more you want to create content. When I say create content, not for the money itself. So because you want to become a nurse, you're talking about, you're doing research, and you're talking about things around us. You know that you're also equipping yourself with knowledge, okay? And people will know you for who you are that way. So, strategies for balancing academic and social life. It is important for us to balance your academic, and your social life. It is really, really important. You have to prioritize your planner, that's your reminder, or your Google calendar, where I think you can also put in a day, this is what you want to do, or you do your to-do list. You have to make sure that you follow it. Then you set goals that are realistic. You cannot just do academics and live your social life. It doesn't work that way. And you cannot live your social life and face, I mean, the two of them needs to go hand in hand. You need to also learn to say no to activities that will disrupt your balance, okay? Sorry. The role of technology in academics. The role of technology, that is the main topic, that this is what I've been asked to talk about. So you see that technology plays a significant role in enhancing academic success. I mean, what topic is your lecturer teaching you that you cannot find online? What topic? When I was in school, in economics, we were doing the YDX. It was really annoying. So the only way we could learn that time, yes, I think the phone was already at that time. I think there was phone, but we really do not know how to use phone like that. So I'm talking about maybe 2002, 2003 now. So that it's not everybody that started using phone immediately, right? So what we depended on was the lecturer and the student that got the lecture well. Then we have group discussions and all that. But my dear brother and sister, if you put it the YDS, you will see a lot of videos explaining this topic to you. You will see a lot of them. So technology is playing a very significant role in enhancing academic success. Your lecturer has even probably outlined or taught you something, you really do not get the concept, you don't understand. You can go and surf the internet. You can go and you watch this explanation even on YouTube, and you become better. So you can use educational apps and virtual labs for interactive and engaging learning experiences. If you're a science student here, you can, I don't know if you've heard about Lab Exchange. Lab Exchange is spelled LABXCHANGE. So that exchange, you remove the E, then you join lab, and that's the remaining exchange together. Is a lab where you can get science topics, even with their practicals. That's the simulation that you can. This one you will see instruction to mix this chemical. You'll be doing it live. It's online, and you get the result. So imagine you don't even have a lab. You don't even have a lab, and they're asking you to mix chemical. How do you know? Or they are writing it in note for you. Your lecturers are just saying it. But there are platforms where you can practice this thing and see it firsthand. I've mentioned one of them, which is Lab Exchange. And there are educational apps, right, that you can use. For example, you can learn from Allison, you can learn from Coursera, you can learn from, there are quite a few of them. You don't need to memorize all of this thing. Even if you put the topic online, you surf the internet, you put the topic that you need explanation to online, you will get the answers. I mean, you can ask questions. Even this AI that we have here and there, you can ask questions, but you just have to be careful because they are not always correct. Okay, they are not always correct. Sometimes there could be some correction needed and the likes. All right. Leverage multimedia resources to enhance understanding and retention. You know that I'm a teacher, so I will have to explain this thing. I will have to go this route with you rather. We have different learning style. We have those ones that are visual learners. We have those ones that what is it called now? Audio learner. We have those ones that are kinesthetic learners. The visual learners, just the way, if you have not seen something, you cannot learn it. You cannot understand it. If you're saying this is orange, you have to show a visual learner, this is orange. Auditory ones are the ones that, if you tell them alone, that is enough for them. They don't have to see it. Some are audiovisual, they have to hear and see it. And those ones that are kinesthetic are those ones that have to be the hands-on, they have to be involved, they have to do it before they can retain. So you are old enough to know your own style, right? So you will have to find out. There are so many platforms, right, that can help you enhance the understanding of the topic because you will see the pictures. If you look for a topic, right, and you put it, videos explain this topic. If you go to YouTube, you see a lot of video. You will see the video, maybe the person is just talking. You might see another video where the person is now showing images, drawing illustration. You know that is what you want. You go for it. You see, that is what technology can do for you. So it's not all about, gone are those days where your lecturer, you thank God your lecturer, they just lecture. But those who they lecture, that's why they are called lecturer. In secondary and primary school, you cannot go and just lecture. You just be deceiving yourself. You have to be involved. But these days, even lecturers and teachers are not, they are facilitators. They facilitate learning. So they don't tell you all the solution. They help you think and find solution to problems, discover things yourself, because what you discover yourself, you will not forget in a jiffy. So when your lecturer has facilitated the learning in the class or in the lecture hall, you're not satisfied, you can go back and go and do your own research to become a better person. That's the essence of technology. That's the essence of the laptop you're carrying about. That's the essence of the tablet with you. Even your smartphone with you. That's the essence for now that you're in the school. It is not for TikTok. It's not for Instagram. It's not for Facebook and just be doing all manner of things. No. It is for you to be able to also help yourself in your academics, because this is where your profession is coming from. Now, again, using technology for research and assignment. You have to learn to utilize online databases and research engines for academic research. So when you have been giving academic research, I'm not saying go to ChatGPT and you just put it, research on boy go to school, girl sit down at home, and then ChatGPT is giving you back to back, and then you're just copying it. No, don't do copy and paste. You have to do research. Now you read people's article, you can ask Wikipedia. All of these things will not be totally correct. But when you do research and you have brought so many people's thoughts and ideas together, you will see the trend that, oh, this is looking more like it, because a lot of people said it and they backed it up with fact. You're not just picking one person's idea and running with it. No, you are doing research, you're comparing, you're applying your critical thinking skills to be able to identify. I mean, when you see a lie, you will know. Kàn ní pé ẹ̀yin jábọ́ látorí roof ó jábọ́ sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ kò fọ́. Kàn sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Are you not supposed to be weary and like, báwo ló ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ now? Kí ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan bí? You know? But kàn ní ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ jábọ́, you will see some people will now say, gbà tó máa jábọ́ o, èèyàn yẹn ò kò tí ẹ̀ jábọ́, kò really jábọ́ náà, ó kàn roll ní kó tó jábọ́ sílẹ̀ èèyàn yẹn ti mú. You will see people sharing, and then you'll be able to connect the dots. Now. Then you begin to see it. But when you sit down one person, or you sit down ChatGPT or any other AI writing tools, maybe your Bing or what is this Microsoft called, you just put it there and it's just writing it for you and you just copy it. That is not the best. That's not a good way of using technology. You need to learn how to use tech tools that, like citation managers and grammar checkers, to improve the quality of your assignments. Okay, so the Grammarly will help you check your grammar, and it's intentional. Why you do all of these things too? You are learning, because what you think, maybe you wrote she have gone. It's not, well, maybe you don't know. It happens. Some people, when they are in the university, their English, the use of English is terrible. It's when they got out. I'm not saying you should be like those people, but I'm just telling you so that you don't feel that kilowatt shell also buy. It's when they got into the labor market, they realized that they needed to work on themselves, and they did that. So you need to, these are things that you do. So when you put it on Grammarly and it's checking your spellings and checking all of these things for you, you will now see that, even if you're using Google Doc, it will underline it for you that this is not correct. Even, I think WhatsApp too will tell you, you will see it being highlighted or something, that this thing is not correct. You're learning like that too, except if you're not intentional. If you're intentional, you're also learning. You need to learn how to use technology to collaborate with peers on projects using cloud-based platform, like the Google Doc that I just mentioned, the OneNote that I mentioned. So if you have a group project, you people can even be saying, okay, we'll just create an account, or we'll use our Google Doc. I'll add all of you as editor, these things that we want to write, you'll be adding your own point, you'll be adding your own section to it, and everybody is good. We don't have to sit down together. We can even have meetings on Zoom. We can have meetings on Google Meet. We can have meetings on Teams, and we talk about these things. We can share our ideas on WhatsApp. Learn how to use all of these things. You don't have to go from pillar to post before you collaborate with your colleagues on projects. All right, now, still on the role of technology in academics. You need to also understand that there are pitfalls, there are potential pitfalls in technology, right? Distractions and information overload. So what do you need to do? Identify and minimize distraction by using focus enhancing tools. Sometimes maybe, okay, so when I was talking to Tokwe, I can't remember the last time I had meeting on WhatsApp. I would not be chatting. I forget. If I had gone that route, I would have slept. You will just say that I'm not responding again. I cannot do it. I don't know how to do it. So I'd rather not use my phone and stay on the system, keep my phone away. I said calls could come in. Thank God. I mean, there was a time my phone was vibrating. It was a call. Imagine if a call had come in to obstruct our conversation. I won't like it. It's not professional. Okay? Or if I don't have access to my laptop, I can always use do not disturb on my phone. Or probably I'm reading a book or an e-note on my phone. I use do not disturb so that when your calls are coming in, it's not distracting me. I'm not distracted. I'm focused. Right? You need to understand that there are distractions. You might be on your system. You just see, Google has a way of popping up this advert. You say, oh, Davido just released it. Let me just see. Or the whiskey is coming. Let me just see. I'm coming back. Before you just see, from that, let me just see. They carry me go where I don't know. Don't carry you go. It's not only you. It happens to people, not just you. So you need to learn to be disciplined and find a way around this. You need to develop skills to filter and evaluate information effectively. That's digital literacy. It is not everything that you have read or you're reading online that is correct, though. It is not everything. There are people that spread propaganda. Is their job. They don't have any other thing. If they have not done it in a day, they cannot rest. So that's why you need to sieve information. Just like that, Kilode, you are coming to tell me that somebody has said something. While I'm listening to you, I'll be listening to what you're saying. And if it's somebody that is close to me, I know the way the person can talk. I will try to use my common sense to analyze what you're saying. you analyze the information. You can even go further and look for other information from other platforms. If you are hearing news on when you post the Colori Premium or Bikini, you can go further and check. You see, Kini Vanguard is some Kini Punch is, so are they saying the same thing? If you cannot find it, then you know that something is wrong. You don't take it. You leave it that way. Okay, so you need to learn how to do this, and it is not far. Analyze and use your sixth sense. Analyze, do further research to ascertain whatever information, because even ChatGPT used to make mistake. ChatGPT, you ask it to do something, to do another thing. If you now tell ChatGPT that this thing that you are doing is not correct, ChatGPT will apologize to you and say, sorry, let me do it again. So imagine if you are not sure, you don't know, you just copy it like that. Is that not failure? So you don't want that to happen. You need to set limits on screen time to prevent data fatigue. You cannot be on the screen from morning till night. When I say screen, it's not only on your laptop or your phone. Even on TV, you just sit down, you are pressing phone, press. TikTok, look at that. You finish on TikTok, or you spend like 3 hours there. Maybe you don't know. Try to watch it one day. You will see that you spend time. Then you go to Instagram, you're looking for information that will not add value to you. You said, yeah, oh, yeah, just I know Facebook me. You reach there, oh, you forget yourself before you come back, and you're already tired and you have work to do. Set limits on screen time to prevent data fatigue. You can also be tired digitally. Yes, you can be tired digitally, and you don't want that to happen to you. All right, please, in the comment section, if you have any question, again, you can drop your questions, and you know, let me see if anybody has said anything in the comment section. I've not seen. Okay, I don't understand. Okay, before I go on, she said, how can someone manage his okay, so let me just finish. I'll come back. Just be dropping your question. I'll come back to it. Right? Sorry. I'll come back to it. Let me finish so that I don't forget my thoughts. All right, so social media and data relationship. You should know that your social media impacts our relationship. When I say relationship, I'm talking about relationship with your union, your family, your roommate, your study buddy, not boyfriend and girlfriend that you would do. So let's separate this thing. So social media can help maintain connection, but also lead to misunderstanding. You need to understand that the social media has both positive and negative influence on what we do. So we need to be very careful. So you need to be mindful of how online interaction affect your real life relationship. Don't fake it. Then we will say fake it till you make it. Don't fake it. Just be you, do you, because your time is coming. Time and chance happen to them all. I have never seen anybody who is so intentional, who is so committed, who knows. When I say intentional, some people just be brilliant and they don't have goals, so they are not intentional. Those are the ones. No, somebody that is intentional. When I say intentional, you're intentionally building your network. You're intentionally going to conferences, you're selecting the ones that you're going to, seminar, workshop, and you're building relationship because you know that where you're going to, there's no backing down, there's no stopping you. You know that your future is way ahead of you. You know that your community is looking up to you, your family are looking up to you, right? Such a person, I have never seen any, and the person on top of it all has God on their side. I've never seen such a person being abandoned or useless. And no, I don't think I have seen. No, it's not possible. You might be struggling, no, but a day is coming, you will eat that jackpot. It is what it did done. So you have to be very careful, and you don't go and portray something wrong online. You don't go and portray something wrong using your social media. You are intentional, you're working, but your social media is showing you wearing skimpy dresses, leaving your cleavages, doing things that I don't want to see, or I don't believe should be seen with somebody that is responsible. So you see that you're creating two different people, in case you don't know. You're creating two different people. You're creating on the social media that I'm a bad person. Anybody. But in real sense, you're working, you run somebody because you know that God will connect you with people to another person that will help you in life. So you don't want whatever your interaction online to affect your real life relationship. You don't want to create a wrong perception of yourself on the internet. You want to create a perception of and you don't have Okada. So probably the person that would even want to give you bicycle and you moto will not give you bicycle. Meanwhile, you need that bicycle to ride to the place where they want to employ you or give you contract or to a very important place. So you don't want to create a wrong impression of yourself on social media. So you need to watch it now. Watch it now. It's really, really important for you to watch it now. Right? Now, social media again, how do you maintain a healthy online presence? You have to curate your social media profile to reflect your values and goals. So you see, your social media, I left that technology alone, and I intentionally come to your social media because your technology, I don't know what is obtainable in different schools because I think I heard Taishulani say that they use technology that they have in tech hub where students come to. So we have different ways, different people use this technology differently to meet their needs. Okay, so I cannot go deep into that, as I've just mentioned. However, as a student, you need to find these things by yourself. There are some things that I self-learned. If I did not learn those things myself, it would be a disaster. You know, before now, they will say, gone are those days where people will go to cyber cafe, about to acquire SS3. I know lost cyber cafe, local computer. Computer and cyber cafe. I don't think there's cyber cafe to income money computer for what. So digital literacy has now become the English that we learn from school, and it's just expected of you to be able to speak English. So it's the same thing when you learn your digital skills, not just literacy. They are different. These things are different. Your digital literacy, you have this your tech savvy. So people just believe that you could create PowerPoint now. You could load documents, you could documents to share, you could send mail. People just assume that you should be able to do it, especially now that you're in school. So these things, how do you help yourself? Before I come back to what I'm saying, go to YouTube and say how to use PowerPoint. It's not Kolofa. If you don't have anybody, you don't have any means, you can learn these things yourself, okay? When you put it on YouTube, you will see that YouTube will give you, you will even see PowerPoint 101. You might see a lot of video, and these things will teach you step by step. You see that you're learning these things by yourself, and what you have learned by yourself, you will not forget in a jiffy. Again, I repeat that. How do you create, use document, Google Document or Microsoft Word? You will see it. How do I send email? Okay, how do I compose a very, what do I say, effective, or how do I say, how do we write emails? There are videos on YouTube that will teach you how you can do anything that you even want, even the bad things. I'm not asking you to go and check for the bad things. I'm just saying that there are videos that people have done already that will help you. And it's a good time for you now to learn these things while you're in school, right? So your social media profile, don't go and be like that guy that insulted Zenith Bank on Twitter and insulted Zenith Bank. I think I mentioned this in last time. Insulted Zenith Bank, and 2 years down the lane, he applied to the same bank that he insulted, and the HR went and bring his tweet 2 years ago. You insulted Zenith Bank. The guy did not get the job. There's so many people like that. Look at the minister of what's that now? Data economy, Bosun. The guy is really doing well. But if you remember, if you follow politics very well, when Tinubu wanted to appoint him, it was really a problem. We're hearing that it was part of the NSAS movement, that he had to come out and say that, explain himself. He was lucky. It's not everybody that will be lucky. So you want to reflect who you are. I am this, I am skillful, I am intentional, I am hardworking, I am a go-getter. You want to portray that on your social media handle. You don't want to portray on your social media handle, I can twerk very well. I know how to twerk. I am busty. If you see me, if I catwalk for you, that is not what you want to do. Because these things that you're doing, a lot of people that have not seen you in person, they are seeing you. They will still see you one of these days. And when they see, oh my, tó lè twerk, oh, see the video, twerk. You don't want that to be your own story. But you want a situation, somebody with that girl. I have seen people that we have not met in person. We have not met one-on-one. But they will tell you that Sogebra is this, Sogebra is that. It is a perception because my social media handle reflects who I am. I play on social media too. It's not all the time. On my LinkedIn, I don't play. It's a serious place for me. It's a professional platform. On Facebook, I play and I get serious. It's not bad if you play. Please, you can play, you can be social, but be very, very careful. What you will not be proud of, you don't want to put it on your social media. Then you need to practice authenticity. You don't want to begin to lie. It's not needed. You don't need it. And positivity in your online interaction, very important. You don't want to, you don't want to be full of negativity. You don't want to see bad things. When people are posting, the only thing that you will see, red, danger, danger. You begin to attack them. You turn yourself into a troll online. No, you have to be authentic, originality. This is who I am. It does not matter. A lot of people were like that, and they are the ones that change the story, their family. So you even have more reason why you need to be committed, right? And you don't want to go and fake it. Because you are living in Ile Alamo today does not mean that you will live in Ile Alamo forever. No. Because you're struggling to eat today does not mean that you will struggle. But if you're not intentional, then that thing will persist. But if you're intentional, and you know that, okay, my parents, they are doing the best they can do. This is what they, and I appreciate it. And I am going to make sure that I end this circle of poverty. Then you begin to work. What you have to do is what you're doing already. You're in school. You're in school. So, and you know the situation of the country. Even without the situation of the country, you know that you need to step up your game. You cannot remain in the same place. And your online presence in fact, is one of those things that will help you this days. Okay, so set boundaries for social media use. You need to learn how to set boundaries. Limit time spent on social media to prevent negative impact on well-being. It is good for you to post and watch your posts grow. It's not bad. Now, anyone wants Facebook, the blue app is paying. Maybe you'll be getting notification, you should pay, you should, you should post maybe 7 posts in a week so that you'll be clinical, I don't know, or you should increase your followers by 20. No problem. But don't make social media your house. Ibi tí mo dẹ̀ ń gbé nìyẹn. Àárọ̀ ọ̀sán alẹ́ kò tiẹ̀ sí time tí mi ò sí lórí social media. No. There should be time that you are off social media. I am very, very active on social media, as you see me. Very active. But I'm not always online. So I want to post something, I post it. And then intermittently, I go, I check, and I leave there. Me only, baby, because I have work that I'm doing. So use tools to monitor and manage social media usage effectively. There are tools that you can use, but these are not the essence of tonight. So tools for productivity. That's why you see a barber now. These are the things that the barber would need to barb correct hair. So tools that you read. You use data calendar like Google Calendar to schedule and organize tasks. You can do that. Your timetable, when you have lectures, you can even put it. These reminders, it will be popping up, it will be reminding you in a day every Monday. So it's just going to be like reoccurring every Monday. For example, every Monday to Friday, I wake up by 4:30. My alarm will wake me up by 4:30. I need to wake up, probably pray or whatever I want to do before I start getting ready for work and all that. You use Task Manager. Again, I'm going to share this link with, this slide with us. You use Task Manager. All of these things probably might be for more advanced people, maybe a product manager or people who manage tasks in the office. So I'm going to leave that. So note-taking apps like Notion or Evernote or OneNote or Google Docs are what you can use for productivity. Okay? I want to leave this too. Now, collaboration, tools for collaboration and project management. It is really important for you to know that you need to collaborate with people, maybe on projects, maybe on assignment, and you're not together. Remember, I told you you can use your Google Notes, you can Google Doc, OneNote, you can use all those, and you add the person, you add the person's email address, and you make the person, you give the person access to edit. So cyber security and data etiquette. Okay, so this data etiquette, there are so many of them. I hope that Tokwe will remind me. I think I have a slide of A to Z data etiquette. So when it's online, you know your etiquette now. The data etiquette is called netiquette. There are things that you don't do. You don't use capital all caps online when you're typing to someone. What that means is that you're shouting. You know, imagine you're standing before your boss and you're shouting. It's the same thing as you using capital letter or capital letter to type a message to someone. You're shouting at the person. So you'll get that one too later. But your cyber security, you need to protect your personal information with strong password and two-factor authentication. Some of us, we don't do it. That's why they can easily hack into our account. You see your Facebook too, because it's not well protected. When you go there, you will see people posting porn, nude. They are posting it on your page, and people are seeing it on your own page. So the people seeing it on your page, they will say that you're a bad person. Meanwhile, you are not the one. They will be tagging you, where you can also do tagging restriction. If you tag me, you will not see the thing on my Facebook until I allow it. If I see it and it's not what I want to be identified with, I delete it, I remove it. All of those things are essential. So you need to be cautious about sharing your personal data online so that people will not use it against you. Okay, so tips for protecting your personal information: use secure networks and avoid accessing sensitive information on public Wi-Fi. Some of us, you be going, say, Wi-Fi 1B, well, then say, Wi-Fi. Free things can kill, it can kill. So you need to be careful on the kind of information that you use on public Wi-Fi. Regularly update your software and apps to protect against security vulnerabilities. So you will see that your apps are asking you to update. It's intentional. They are working on it. They are making it better to protect your data. You need to regularly update. If your Facebook is saying update. Don't so much data. You're updating it to protect yourself. Okay, don't be like those our mothers that they are not ready to waste their data. All of those things are nonsense to them. So understanding data etiquette and respect for online communication. Communicate respectfully and professionally online. There's a video trending today on your view where a woman called in and then was talking about Tokwe not properly doing. You saw the way she was composed. I'm sure if it were, maybe if I was on stage, I don't know how I would have reacted. But she was and you saw her response. Everybody hailed her. So you need to learn to communicate respectfully and professionally online. It matters a lot. Pẹ̀lẹ́ ló yọ òbí lápò, òun náà ló yọ idà lápò. People are watching you, the way you talk, the way you relate to people. You choose your words carefully. Do you know that you can even insult people politely and they cannot hold any word against you that you have insulted them, but you have actually insulted them? You need to learn how to use your words carefully. All right? Then you have to be mindful of tone and language to prevent misinterpretation. Maybe some of you will be playing anyway. You know, some people can be like that. And to you, you feel that you are playing, you're relating. No. It might be a problem. And it is not professional. It's not a good thing to do. And you might be doing it for somebody today and the person is tolerating it. Tomorrow, the person might not be happy. Or you might go to other people and do the same thing and it becomes a problem for you. You don't want to be rash. You don't want to behave like somebody that is rash. So certain things you will not say. So strategies for using technology to enhance learning and relationship. Utilize video calls and messaging apps to maintain connection with friends and family. You're already doing that. That your Immortal Student Union group is something like this. Incorporate educational games and apps into study routines for a fun learning experience. So somebody can come up with an idea to like educational game. Maybe we are doing law together, we are doing accounting together, we are studying medicine together. You can come up with something that is educational and then people can still play games with. Yes, you can do that. In your study group, if you can, there's a platform they call Kahoot. That Kahoot, you ask questions, it's like a game. All of you can play it together. There will be a winner and it's online. You can be anywhere and play the game. Okay. Balancing screen time and with in-person interaction. It's not every time that you stay on the internet forever. You should learn to have real connection with people, okay? Learn to have real connection with people, and then encouraging responsible and mindful technology use. You have to be intentional again about technology use, focusing on quality over quantity. It's not the number of posts that you make, but the quality of the posts, the quality of the connection, the quality of the. It's not that yìí sí yìí ó lè lo PowerPoint, ó lè lo Google, ó lè lo Canva, ó lè lo. Ṣé kí ni quality nǹkan tó ń fi àwọn nǹkan tó lè lò yẹn ṣe? Èmi ò lè lo gbogbo ẹ̀ Google Docs nìkan, but that my Google Docs tí bá ṣe ó ná tìyẹn pa. So it is not by quantity, it's by quality. How effective are you using these things? Okay, so you have to reflect on your technology habits regularly and make adjustments as needed. But if I have not used this technology, my life will not be good or what? You need to learn to reflect. So in conclusion, to wrap up today's session, before I take the questions, remember that the key points we discussed today, balancing academics, relationship, and technology is vital for success. And I'm sure that you all want to be successful. In fact, you don't have a choice. You just have to be successful. You just have to be, and God will grant you grace and favor to achieve that. So you use the strategies and tools available to find a balance that works for you. You know yourself. I am different from you. You're different from me. We are different from each other. You find the one that works for you. Then you embrace both technology and traditional methods to create a fulfilling university experience. So now the traditional one is that you don't rely on technology for everything. You have real life connection. You connect with people real time, because you have to balance your university experience. Okay, so I think I may have to take the questions now. I'm going to stop sharing, right? And then if you have a question, you can use the emoji to raise your hands up. However, I am going to read what we have in the comment section. Somebody said, how can someone manage his or her academic life and social life, unionism, volunteering services together? So you have to be very intentional. Put that word down. If you follow me if you are viewing my status or on Facebook, you see that some of my team did the video and then they were saying a lot of things. Michelle once said, be intentional. I say it over and over. You have to be intentional. It's not everything that you do, right? You look at it, okay, this union is there. My academics is there. My social life is there. You have to place priority. And you have to have your routine or your to-do list or your planner or your organizer, whatever. This time of the day, I am reading my book. Nothing should stop you from achieving that. The union that you're doing you don't know that a time will come, you will leave, you might not be the one there, maybe other sets are there, and then you cannot show anything for it or for being successful. And nobody will want to identify with you. So you have to be intentional. You have to have an organizer that you work with. You have a plan that you strictly work with. Okay? That's how you can balance. You know what you want. It's not every volunteering job that you will do. Does it align with your value? Does it align? For example, maybe I'm studying medicine. I'm just giving an example in the school. I'm studying medicine in the school. and there's volunteering job for teaching ICT. Does it tally? Does it tally medicine, ICT? It does not tally. But if you look at it again, that you know that you set goal. Maybe every semester you say this semester my goal is to learn more ICT skills and impact people. You know you have that goal. It does not matter then if you decide to join that particular program to volunteer, even though you are studying medicine. So you have to have your goal and you find those things that align with whatever it is that you want to do. I hope that answers the question. Okay. Ma, what if someone makes use of capital letter in the middle of a sentence as an emphasis in the sentence, like I told you? It's also a form of chat. Now, I like the fact that you say as a means of emphasis because you want the person to see that one most often and most often. I told you. You see? So imagine if you have written everything, you are shouting, I told you. That's what you are. You have shouted at the person. But this one, I told you. So it's the tone. You are emphasizing that point. I'm not shouting, but I am emphasizing. So there's a way you also do it. You imagine you're working for your boss in the office. Will you go and write, I told you like this to your boss? Will you do that? You can't do that to your boss. So you need to understand all of this and understand where to use it and where not to use it. It's when you want to emphasize something, you want to shout. Stop shouting, stop shouting. Maybe on the group you can put it, you even put exclamation mark, but you know where to use these things. Okay. I'm not seeing any other question. If you have any question again, maybe you can mute and ask the question. I mean, you can unmute rather.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you very much, Ma, for your wonderful time with friends with us. So I have one question with me here. It's about technology. Technology today, how can we monetize it? Like, how can this technology bring on itself as a student? You know, we have to use it that will be money. Yes, how can we monetize it? That's the question.
How to monetize technology? So it's a good question. There are so many things you can do with technology. I mean, if you can design graphics, you can be a graphic designer. You'll be designing graphics for people. They'll be paying you. If you can edit pictures very well, you'll be editing people's picture. They'll pay you. If you can do video, you can edit video. You can do it. People will pay you. If you can, what is it again? You can do research. You're good at doing research and writing project. You do it, people will gain from you. If you can do a planner, you know, school planner for university student, that you get this planner, you use it to plan your day, your semester. If you know that you need marketing skill, you have platforms like Canva. There are templates that you just have to edit. Then you go and print it. You can even tell them you are selling the whatever of it. It depends on how you can market it. Okay. If you know how to do any skills, like you know how to tie gele, or you know how to, you have a skill that you know how to do, you can do a video of it and still sell it online. So what you will do, you have the video, it can be on your YouTube page, channel rather, then you change the link to only the people that have the link can view. So they pay you, you share the link, they go and watch it. Or you have it uploaded to your drive, your Google Drive or OneDrive. Then when they pay, you give them the link, they can download it. There's so many things. It's just creativity. You have to create, you have to think, sit down, think. Maybe it's your department and you know that you are doing maths, the maths department, maybe they are learning so many formulas. If you want to do a flashcard where the formulas will be, you write the formula so that they can buy it, they can be playing games with it, you can do it. If you're a Christian here, if you feel that this one I want to say now is something that I'm doing now. You want to talk about, you want to create a flashcard for families to play with their children on Bible story, to learn the Bible story. You can say, what is the name of the guy that became a prime minister in Egypt? That you have to just be creative in whatever it is that you're doing. What? How did I get here, right? All right, so let me just continue. So you have to be very creative. Think about it. What do you want? So if you have an idea, you can share with me. When you share with me, probably I can now say that if this is what you know how to do, or if this is what you can do, then you can actually create this product and you sell it. But there are tools for you to use to create products and sell it and make money. Okay. Somebody started sharing screen. I think, okay. Who is the person sharing the screen now? So any other question? Any other question? Is there still any question to be asked? Okay. Taiwo is saying no, and I think it's a no for everybody. And I believe that you find this section impactful. You've gained one or two things, not a problem. I'm going to share the document with Tokwe. I'm sure she will share with you guys, and also the A to Z netiquette, so that you can see some other things that have not been mentioned about netiquette here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Over to you, the moderator.